Hi guys, welcome to Off the 10th. My name is Chris, and today we're going to take a look at a gimmicky beer. That's right, it is a gimmicky beer only because it's one of those rock band ones that they various breweries out there do like tributes or even maybe even do some kind of collaboration with the rock band or whatever. So today we are taking a look at from Henderson's brewing company. We're looking at Rush. All right. Let's get that in focus. There it is. All right, so let's take a look at this can. All right, so Rush is a Canadian golden ale. It's coming in at 5.5% alcohol by volume. It's in a 473 milliliter can. This one has rye in it, so I'm going to just go ahead and say that this is going to be a rye golden ale or a rye ale. So that's what we've got. Henderson's is located in Toronto, Ontario. They say this one is a collab with the band Rush. So, oh, there it is. Okay, so over at Maxwell Star, the boys for doing their beer analysis 101, they did it a little while ago. I will link it above my head somewhere. I can't remember which side it is. Maybe it's this side up here. If I'm wrong, I look like an idiot. But yeah, they did this one for beer analysis. I do believe if they didn't, then they're going to. I'm pretty sure they did. I don't remember. I don't really watch this shit anyway. Just kidding, Nick. Just joking. Anyway, let's get into this beer. All right, let's pour it in the non-proper glassware. It's a rye golden ale. Aha, sorry. It's just classified as a golden ale. So, Canadian golden ale. Of course, it's Canadian. It's Rush. Not a huge Rush fan. I'll throw that right out there right now. I'm not a big Rush fan. I mean, I was born and raised in St. Catharines, where a lot of the Rush stuff is based upon, like Lakeside Park, all that stuff. I enjoy going to Port Dalhousie and Lakeside Park. And it said Port Dalhousie, Nick, not Port Dalhousie, whatever the fuck you guys say it out east. Anyway, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Rush. They're not bad. This is not my jam. So let's take a smell of this beer. It's a generic rye, or not generic rye, a generic ale, kind of a lager kind of scent to it. Maybe even heading over into the sweetness, maybe into a Pilsner style kind of scent to it. I am picking up a little bit of a rye scent to it, like as if you were taking a glass or a shot of rye and you're about to sip it and you can smell that rye. That's what I'm picking up on the scent. It did pour off with about a half a finger head. Is now dissipated to a light film on top. And I was going to say it's pretty clear, but it's not. It is semi-filtered, I guess. It's a little bit cloudy. But, yeah. Just going to butcher this review. All right. Take a sip. Okay, I'm definitely tasting the rye in this beer. I can't even call this a golden ale with rye in it. It's a rye ale. Sure. Now, let's talk about the body on this one. The body's not bad. It's thin, sure. It's not super thin. It's approaching very low medium on this one. Kind of thin. It's a craft beer, sure. Maybe that little bit of cloudiness is bringing a little bit of body to it. But 5.5? Yeah, 5.5% alcohol. You can't tell. Obviously, it's just a booze-free beer. Sure, we'll call it that. You can't really taste the alcohol in this beer at all. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, after a couple sips of this beer, let's talk about what I taste in it. It's a typical lager, or a lager ale, or whatever you want to call it, with a little bit of a rye taste to it. And I can taste the rye. I'm not just saying that because I know it's in the can and it says so and that's what it says, but I can actually taste a little bit of a rye taste to this beer. And I'm a rye drinker. I like my rye. I like my Crown and Water, my Crown and Soda, my Crown and Coke, my Crown and everything. Sure. Crown and Red Bull. So rye, yeah, it's in here. You can definitely taste it. And you're picking up the ale or that lager taste as well with it. A little bit of a sweetness at the forefront when you first take a sip of this beer. But then that rye taste goes halfway down the palate. And then on the back end of this one, it has a little bit of a drying, very little bit of a drying finish, and a little bit of a bitterness on it. This isn't too bad. I was gonna be gonna give it shit for being a big gimmicky beer, but it is from a craft brewery. I believe Henderson's is still a craft brewery. It does have that independent label on the side of it, so sure, they're still a craft brewery. They're not bought out yet, so give them props on that one. This isn't bad. I know a lot of my friends that are totally against craft beers and only want to drink all the macros will probably like this beer. This would probably be one of those ones that I may have in my garage if they still have it out when I after I finish the Garage Beer Wars, which is coming up soon, but I digress. Anyway, in my own opinion, guys, Rush, the Canadian Golden Ale / with rye. It's not bad. You know what? If you're a macro drinker, give this one a shot if you haven't had it. It is, yeah, sure, it's from a craft brewery, but you know what? You probably would like this one if you're into the macro beers. I like it. It's not totally my jam. I would probably go out and buy this just to have them on hand at home for people that don't like craft beers and don't like all my incredibly delicious high ABV beers. Crack one of these, they might enjoy this one. Anyway, guys, I'm done with my own opinion. If you like the video, click the like button down below. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Bye-bye.